Yeah, Russia to raise defense budget by 25% to the highest level on record. Russia is to increase its spending on defense by 25% to its highest on record as Vladimir Putin vows to continue his war efforts in Ukraine and further escalate his standoff with the West. The latest planned increase in spending will take Russia's defense budget to a record 13.5 trillion rubles, which is 109 billion euros in 2025, according to draft budget documents published on Monday on the parliament's website. That is about 3 trillion rubles more than was set aside for defense this year, which was the previous record. Taken together, spending on defense and security will account for about 40% of Russia's total government spending, or 41.5 trillion rubles in 2025. The 2025 budget suggests Putin has embraced what economists has dubbed military Keynesianism, marked by a significant rise in military spending, which was fueled the war in Ukraine, spurred a consumer spending boom, and driven up inflation. Right now, I feel like, they're saying that if Russia was to pull themselves out of this war, they're going to go through an economic spiral because their whole economy is based around war right now. They don't have a regular economy like we do right now. It's all war based. Everyone's in the war effort right now. But what people don't really understand is you have to go look at some of these outward projections of population. Right now, Russia's probably top 6 or 7, maybe 8, somewhere around there in the world. In the next 50 years, 40, 50 years, they're going to fall under 100. They're at like 142 million people. By the year 2100, I know it sounds like forever for right now, but they're going to go under 100 million people. We got to start looking. This is why they're fighting now. He's like, it's over for us. I have to take back my former territories in order to be able to save Russia. Because Russia, they own the most. They have the largest land mass is run by Russia. They got all the Siberia, but they can't hold it. They don't have the troops to hold it, and they have a declining population. So they got to kind of take back some of these old territories. And this is why I'm like, it's good for us to fight them now, break them now. But we don't have to fight them directly ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see. When a dog's in a corner, it gets more vicious.
Absolutely.
So,
Do
you know
you
what I'm
think
saying?
that
Like he's not just gonna bow out and stop. He could have
I
done
don't think
that
so
months
either.
ago.
He
Yeah.
knows this. He knows this is it for his country. He knows this is pretty much it's either do or die for us right
And
now.
Putin
And
seems kind of like the person. He's kind of like a Donald Trump. He's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. You saw they've been intercepting Russian jets over Alaska.
no, absolutely. That's a lot of posturing, but I'm more worried about right now, because if we give them the okay to fire our missiles, our long range missiles into Russia, and I think that the UK just kind of gave the thumbs up under. I heard that. They kind of gave the thumbs up to do so. If we give that thumbs up and they start advancing, this is the first nuclear powered country to ever, not nuclear powered, but nuclear armed country to ever be invaded. This is the first one, Russia. This is crazy. Russia, I don't think previous to this, I think the last people who invaded Russia were the Nazis. You know what I mean? That's it, and they
Yeah.
weren't they didn't have nukes at that point in time. So we'll see how this kind of gets turned out.
Yeah, that's
Last
gonna
thing
be a
real
wild
quick.
one. Here, I want